Okay, it's Potato Salad. Welcome back to the channel. And today I want to talk about something that I usually do not talk about, and that's movies. So recently, I recently watched TerraFormars. You know the 2016 one, not the anime one. I haven't watched that, but it's like the 2016 one. I watched that a couple days ago, and that movie is some fun shit, man. Like it's really a very, I wouldn't want to say bizarre, but it's just a very, it's a movie where it's like you really do not really see them these days, that type of silliness and stupidity, or like maybe you really do not like see them like on like main fronts. Maybe if they maybe if they're like still being produced, or maybe if a movie like that ever comes out, it's just like so buried under other movies that it's just like you won't even know that a movie like that dropped. So let me, before I talk about the movie, and also before I talk about the movie itself, I want to talk about, this is not gonna be like a video essay or like a deep whatever. This is just me just trying to talk about a movie I watched that was some silly stuff that I really liked. So for those who don't know or who haven't watched the movie, Terraformers is about outlaws who get sent to Mars to terraform it, or at least that's what we are told in the first half of the movie. In the first half of the movie, that's their mission, right? So they go on Mars. So these outlaws, they they go on Mars. These outlaws are like people who have done like bad stuff on Earth, like murder and other shit. So they go on Mars, and then when they reach, so I'm gonna like summarize it very quickly. I'm gonna brush over something. This synopsis is not really like the main thing about this video. So they go on Mars. They see some big ass cockroaches, man, with abs and shit, and it just says that a couple years ago, 500 million years ago, something, uh, cockroaches evolved to the conditions of Mars and became super buff. I'm sorry, it's just what? I remember when I was watching it, I was just like, this is such a silly concept, man. This is such a silly concept. So these guys, they don't even know that they're gonna be like fighting cockroaches and stuff. So the first time they see it, the main character and this his girl he has, Shokichi, and his name is Shokichi, and the girl's name is Nanao. You know, they see the cockroaches, and then this whole team just gets obliterated by them. Like, I'm just talking like obliterated. The cockroach just snaps Nanao's head and just like that. It was just so funny. Like, they just killed a character like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh, there's no way they're gonna kill this girl, right? Like, she's part of like the main crew. But no, I was wrong. She spends the whole movie like dead, and she only wakes up the last few minutes. So they go back to the ship. They start, getting angry at the captain, saying, "You knew, you didn't tell us about any of this stuff." And the captain just goes, "Oh, here's a serum that turns you guys into bugs. It's about fighting bugs with bugs." What? So they get this serum. It is just like, oh, now they have serum where you inject it in your body, and then it it transforms you into a specific bug. Wasps, you know what I'm saying? Wasps, beetles, and it's just so stupid, man. And there's also this guy, I forgot what bug he was, but this guy is like such a weird guy, especially with like a pervert. So he has this thing where it's like his mouth opens and there's like a tube that comes out, and he just like starts throwing out throwing up fire, man. It's just silly stuff. It's just like, what even, but also it's like, what? Um And also, one thing I really want to talk about this movie is the costume design. I think this is one of the love and care that actually went into some of these costumes or cosplays is just amazing. I have no idea if they used CGI, but it looked so real to me. So I think it's just actual people who actually went and did the makeup, which is just amazing. Like some of these shots, man, are just amazing. So you know how the movie goes. They finally get their bug powers. They start fighting the cockroaches. You know what I'm saying? And then they actually find out, and then almost everybody dies except for like three guys, the three main character, one of the three main characters. Another guy was in the ship. Another guy was in the ship, and then Nano, but it's like she's dead, but it's like she's not like done yet. So they get there, they find out that they've been betrayed. There's no way to get back home, and all that stuff. And then a bunch of stuff happens. They finally fight the cockroaches. They finally they finally with their serum. They fight the cockroaches. Blah blah blah. And then at the very last second, when like it's Shokichi and this other guy with who has like grasshopper legs. It's just so funny, man. When his them now just like left, it just when his them were just like left, Nano comes in and she spreads like this type of moth dust. I think she's a moth, which is just like which will explode if it's set on fire and stuff, and then it explodes. She dies, and it's like Shokichi and this other guy are the only one who like survive and stuff. And then the movie ends on a cliffhanger of Shokichi saying that after he's done making a grave for everyone, he's gonna he's gonna come back to Mars, which I think was setting up for a sequel. I have no idea. Maybe it's in progress, but it's like this movie is 10 years, almost 10 years old now. So I don't know. But the reason I made this video is about like to talk about the silliness and unseriousness of this movie and how I really feel about movies these days. Personally, I just feel like even the movies that really do come out as being silly and fun these days still feel a little tame and just like, and I'm not just saying like offensive, like oh no, that is not what I'm talking about, like movies that don't take themselves too seriously. That's what I'm talking about, not some other stuff. Movies that don't take themselves too seriously, but it's just like we really don't get those type of movies anymore, and it just makes me wonder why. Why did we just get silly movies like that? Stupid movies about stupid stuff that just you watch and it's just like what? Like, and I feel like one of the movies for me that personally had that closest feeling recently is this new movie called Pizza Movie. Like if you haven't watched it, you should watch it. It's a really silly movie. Like you can tell that that movie does not really take itself or hold itself too seriously, and it's just like it's just fun. And it just made me wonder why directors not taking this type of role. You know what I'm saying? Like not every movie is about like trying to prove an artistic point or trying to prove and like a major theme or struggle. Some movies should just be silly. Like I always talk that if I ever became a director, those will be my type of movies. I'll just be making the most stuff, the most silly ideas that just come to my mind and just like putting it on a script and just like, let's direct this. It's silly. And I just wanted to talk about that. Like I miss when directors used to have fun and like, and I feel like this also comes in like music as well, but I'm not gonna touch on that. But it's just like I just kind of missed when stuff was silly and fun. And yeah, that's it. Bye.